Hey guys, how's it going? My name is FitzHogan11 and today I'm bringing you a different type of video. That's something that I've been seeing on Twitter and YouTube that a lot of people are talking about, has a lot of people talking, has a lot of people worried. And that is, a few people have been saying that Pokemon on YouTube is kind of dying. And I just wanted to add my 2 cents into the matter. From what I've experienced on YouTube and how I think YouTube is going in the future. I think I'm a little more optimistic about the future, which is not to say that I'm right or wrong, but I just have a few things that I want to say that maybe will be beneficial for the Pokemon community. I figured I'd just share on my experiences. I've been doing this for about 2 years, and whether a big channel finds this useful, whether a small channel that's just starting out finds this useful, or it just sparks up some conversation in the comments section. So the whole goal of this is to spark conversation, which is what I'm trying to do, and I think that's what everyone else is trying to do at the moment. So why do people think PokeTubing is dying? It's because the market is really oversaturated on YouTube, and there's a good reason why. It's very easy for a starting YouTuber, aspiring YouTuber, to start with Pokemon. It's really easy. You can play the first 5 generations on an emulator with a super speed button. Since it's on an emulator, you can have egg locks, you can have all sorts of different challenges. It's very easy. You don't need graphics cards, you just need a microphone. It can be a plastic $20 microphone. You know, you don't need very advanced computer, advanced CPU or whatever. You're playing an 8-bit game, so it's really not that labor intensive for your computer or anything like that, so it's really easy to get in. You don't have to have editing experience to get in on Pokemon YouTubing, which I'll get back to in a minute. But so it's very easy. It's why I started it. You don't have to pay really anything to get started. Um, with a Minecraft, you would need a great computer, you would need to buy the game, you would need good microphone, everything to try to compete with another oversaturated market. Or if CSGO or whatever, you still need an advanced computer, you need to buy the game. So it's much harder to get in on the action. It's harder for the general public to just start YouTube videos because it's much more cost intensive. So with Pokemon it's easy, and that's kind of why the market is oversaturated at the moment. And it's also oversaturated because when a bigger YouTuber plays a game, then everyone else is going to play a game. Or if a bigger YouTuber plays a certain type of, you know, Nuzlocke or whatever, then everyone else is going to do the same thing. It's a copycat league, and it gets tiring for a lot of viewers if they're subscribed to a bunch of these channels to just click on pretty much the same video, 3 times a day or whatever. It gets tiresome, and that's why views, I guess, are going down for some of the bigger channels or even some of the smaller channels. So since this is a copycat community, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, I'm just wording it like that, but since it's like that, you have the munching oranges or whoever plays a certain game, and then everyone else is going to play it. So basically, I think especially for a smaller YouTuber, my size or smaller, you should definitely focus on doing something different, because although it makes sense theoretically to play Pokemon Uranium if Munching Orange is going to play Pokemon Uranium, other people are going to be looking for Pokemon Uranium content. That's the thinking. I don't think it's very sound at the moment, at least, because people only want to watch Munching Orange, or they've seen it from him and other people, and I hate to name drop, but he's just kind of the example. You know, I have nothing bad to say about him. I've been watching him since like 2010 or 11, but it's just not smart for if you want to get noticed, if you want to uh, not only get subscribers but keep up viewership, which is just as important to maintain your viewer base, people who are going to watch almost every video you make, who are going to comment and like. That's just as important as building a subscriber base. And you've got to kind of keep all those things in check. Now, you know, a lot of people play these ROM hacks that bigger YouTubers played in the past. Dark Rising, Florist Sky, you know, the list goes on for a little bit. But then people seem to think that the best ROM hacks are not the best. People seem to think that they're quite limited with the ROM hack choices they have, and it ends up that they always keep going back to either like a randomizer of one of the original Game Freak games, or like a mod. I would call it a mod instead of a hack, of like a Sacred Gold or something like that, or a Blaze Black. No offense to Dreano, because he puts in a lot of time for those games, but you know, you're seeing the same region over again. You're seeing the same NPCs talking to you over again. You know, and there's a lot of filler where you're training or you're taking on trainers in between routes or whatever. And you know, once you've seen that once, or at least once I've seen that once, then I'm good. You know, some viewers can see that twice, maybe 3 times. It's very few viewers are going to want to watch that 10 times a month or 10 times a year even. You know, it's kind of one of the gripes with Dark Rising 1 is that it was very similar to the original games, besides the story. You know, the graphics, the NPCs were all the same. People who've played it before see that immediately. So that's kind of the reason why people are only watching maybe one person or uh, one set of videos, but they're not watching everybody who they're subscribed to. So that's a big problem on YouTube. Basically, I think the solution is that, you know, I don't think that the ROM hack market is saturated. You know, I'd say there's maybe 2 or 3 people that I can think of that consistently play ROM hacks, and you know, even if they're in beta or alpha even, I think that it's still a market that's yet to be explored. Is why I started this YouTube channel, and nobody's really taken the lead on that, besides like the people who are here before me, and then you know, there's been more people to drop out of this little market than has come in. So I think it's, you know, you can look at my discovery videos or, you know, videos like that. Even Mega Power is doing really well. I wouldn't mind if other people get in on this action, you know. I don't want to see the Pokemon community die, which is one of the big reasons I'm making this video. But, you know, obviously that wouldn't work for everyone. The market would get oversaturated, and I'd have to adapt or perish. And you know, I'd have to change my game if a lot of people entered that. Not that I'm expecting them to, but then you also have something that I think could change the game for PokeTubers, which is kind of the biggest point I was trying to get to, and that is editing your videos. So basically, I don't think I've ever seen a video of Pokemon edited to the quality of a Mr. Sark, a Vanoss. You know, I don't know too many Minecraft people. I'd say LD Shadow Lady's a very good video editor on Minecraft. And you know, Gary's Mod people like Cnanners, whatever. You know, just take a look at their videos. You know, they're so well edited. You can look at a compilation from Markiplier or PewDiePie where they have subtitles in like funny text and stuff in their videos. Um, and I've never seen anyone on the Pokemon community even try it. So I think that's the next big step. I think there's going to be some young gun, I guess, that's going to change the game. I don't know if it's going to be me. I don't know if I'm skilled enough, but I'm going to definitely work on editing videos at a higher standard. For some reason in the Pokemon community we haven't held ourselves to a high editing standard. The only one I can think of that actually has tried editing at that kind of at that level is Shady Penguin, and I'd say he's just kind of in the infancy stages of trying that out. There's been a couple videos that he's tried to, add MLG sounds or whatever, and that's a start. It's definitely not a whole video's worth of quality editing, but it's definitely something that I've seen him explore and that I think other YouTubers should try to pick up on, but I don't think many people are going to kind of see that and see it as a smart option, because it does take a lot of time and you need to put the time and effort into it, and you need to learn these editing softwares. So it's something that, I don't know, it's my free advice, Fitz's free advice, that's kind of the next step if Pokemon on YouTube wants to survive, because people want shorter videos or higher quality videos at the very least. If they're going to watch 20 minutes worth of something, they want to be entertained, and that's something that isn't being done at the moment, since everything is exactly the same, and commentary can only take you so far. You need to be entertaining on the mic, but you can't have it all the time. Sometimes you're going to be boring, especially if you're making 365 videos a year. It's just impossible to capture the audience for that long. So I don't know, it's just something I was thinking about, and I actually been thinking about it last week because I mentioned it in a video, in one of the Mega Power videos, and I got a couple of nice feedback questions and comments, which I was happy about. I just figured I'd make a video on it since everyone else, uh, I'm copying everyone else at this point, but it's just my 2 cents. It's an opinion I think that I'm sharing that hasn't really been presented yet. So take it for what you will. I'm not a genius at this, I'm not the most experienced at this, but I figured I'd share my experiences. If you're watching this and a subscriber of mine and you've been around for a little while, I appreciate it. I definitely want to hear your feedback, and whether you are watching a bunch of PokeTubers or you've kind of whittled down your list of who you watch consistently. I know I certainly have. At the height of X and Y, I was probably watching, maybe 3 people consistently, and a few more, 2 or 3 more on the side. So it's definitely whittled down from that. I'd probably watch all of Hayden's videos, but he doesn't upload that much, so it's easy to kind of keep up with him. Cybertron is a recent one, and I watch Shady Penguin or Sega Fire Negro when I can, but there's definitely been an oversaturation. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on it, and I hope you guys enjoyed your day. Let me know if you guys like this type of video where I just kind of rant and talk for way too long. So anyway, I should get off now. I'm going to go get a bite to eat. Hope you guys had a good day. Hope you guys have a good tomorrow. See you later. Bye.